first married couple retreat organized on our diocesan level and sponsored by Department of Christian Education of our Metropolitanate. I'm very pleased to see all of you tonight, and I hope you're going to have a great time, lots of questions. We have very good speakers and presenters, and I hope you're going to enjoy. Again, this is a time for all of us to come as a family, to sit down and talk and get some positive thoughts and experiences, and we all know why we are here. I'm very pleased to introduce our first speaker for tonight, Very Reverend Father Milos Vesin, and I'm very happy to have him as my professor and mentor and spiritual father. So we welcome Father Milos. He's the parish priest of St. Archangel Michael Parish in Lansing, Illinois. He just finished his Ph.D. degree in psychology from 3 schools out of 1 university in Thames, Hampton, and Essex University in England. So Father Milos will speak about the theme, Making Christ Real in the Orthodox Home. Enjoy in his presentation, and I'm sure you're going to have a lot of questions. Welcome, Father. And,
thank you.
Thank you for being here.
In the spirit of the Byzantine time, at its best, I greet all of you tonight. And making the Christ real in the Orthodox home makes my job very, very easy. I just have to sing a big, long Alleluia and I'm done. Because if we have an Orthodox home, Christ is already very, very real. So I'm going to approach this theme from a different angle, asking how to make Christ real in a potentially Orthodox home. I'm going to embrace my speaking tonight with 2 songs. First one is one of the most beautiful biblical songs, which is known to each and every one of you, the so-called hymn of love from the 1st Corinthians. And who would like to volunteer? Roxanne, would you like to read the 13th chapter of the Corinthians?
Okay.
Do you see?
I either have to get my glasses
the
out or
biggest
give it to
print.
somebody younger.
There's the biggest print there is.
13th hour, you said?
Yeah.
Though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels, but have not love, I have become sounding brass or a clanging cymbal. And though I have the gift of prophecy, and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have all faith, so that I could remove mountains, but have not love, I am nothing. And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned, but have not love, it profits me nothing. Love suffers long and is kind. Love does not envy. Love does not parade itself, is not puffed up, does not behave rudely, does not seek its own, is not provoked, thinks no evil, does not rejoice in iniquity, but rejoices in the truth, bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never fails, but whether there are prophecies, they will fail. Whether there are tongues, they will cease. Whether there is knowledge, it will vanish away. For we know in part, and we prophesy in part. But when that which is perfect has come, then that which is in part will be done away. When I was a child, I spoke as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. For now we see in a mirror, dimly, but then face to face. Now I know in part, but then I shall know just as I also am known. And now abide faith, hope, love, these 3, but the greatest of these is love.
Thank you. We cannot speak about an Orthodox Christian home without mentioning love, without having love as the main substance. We cannot speak about Christian relationships without love. And at last but not at least, we cannot speak about a blessed marriage without love. How do we make the things real? We need to do nothing more and nothing less but to heed more to the words of our Lord, who said, if you do not become like little children, you are not going to enter the kingdom of heaven. And the older I am, the more literally I take these words. Some 15 years ago, we at St. Michael's, then in South Chicago, we started organizing the overnight retreats for our little ones. We have one retreat in the fall, which used to be overnight for many years, and then also one during the Great Lent. And one of the activities which we kept for several years, and which in my opinion was the most original, was prayers and letters to God. And this is now the volume 4, so that was the 4th year in which we had prayers and letters to God. So we just published internally. So Advent Retreat 1998, St. Archangel Michael Church School. And I'm going to read to you some of those letters to God by our little ones, because they really know how to teach us about what is real and what is fake. Dear God, hi, how are you? I'm fine. Please take good care of my family, both the living and the dead. Thank you. Dear God, please, please help me with all my stuff in the school and with all my school subjects. I really want to make my mom and dad happy. Or just, dear God, I love you. Dear God, thank you for my family, for my friends, and all my pets. How is everybody up there? Tell my relatives I said hi. Especially say hi to my Jedo. Well, God, there is nothing else I have to say. Well, I'll talk to you later. Love. Dear God, I'm very sorry of the sins I have done. I hope you will forgive me and my brother. Can you say hi to my Teta Danica and the rest of my family? I love everyone up there. Dear God, please take care of my Baba and Dada. They are the only real grandparents I have ever known. I want them to stick around for a long, long time. Please make my mom realize that I am not someone she can keep under her thumb all the time. She needs to let go. I want to have a good relationship with her. Please grant me with good health grant me the good health for the rest of my life. And I really love you. So much about the reality. I deliberately read this one as last one, because you might be surprised to hear, but that's the truth. The first sign of our maturity, the first sign that we are emotionally ripe, is